Good morning, Mike here, The Fresh Rinse. It's Tuesday, but the first day of our work week because yesterday was Memorial Day, and I'm excited about taking you along on the journey today. I'm going to do a Joe Deary-esque type of video. I have 4 opportunities on the day where I'll be washing 4 different homes, driveways, etc., etc. This house is our first opportunity, and I managed to upsell all of the concrete. I will be unveiling my new procedure for upselling soon. I just tried it yesterday for the first time. It worked, and so I'll be washing this driveway, all the concrete. In fact, you can tell they've tried at one point, but to no avail. So be on the lookout soon. In fact, I'll do a video once I practice enough of my new procedure, get it down pat, and then I'll be kind of unveiling that for you. So be looking for that. Let's wash this house and all the concrete. So I don't mean to belabor or harp on the new process I have for upselling, but I am very, very excited about it. It's all via text, and again, I'm batting 1,000, but this is just my first attempt, so we shall see. But when I got here, the lady said, "I feel like I already know you." She's a widow woman, and she said because of all of our texts back and forth, she said, "I feel like I already know you." That made me feel good. Most of you know I try to do a freebie whenever I'm at a home. Not always, but many times. And I'm going to do this as their freebie, this deck. It's not in bad shape in the least, but it's got some green here and there. And speaking of which, I will be making a video very, very soon, possibly this week, on people over profits. There's been quite a stir in the Facebook and YouTube world about people over profits, and that tells me that there is definitely misunderstanding. And yes, I will be watering that plant very, very well. Speaking of people over profits, was talking to Barry Little over the holiday, and we both agreed that we apparently have done a terrible job at helping people understand what that is. If we've even tried, I'm not sure that we've tried. Sometimes you throw out a slogan or whatever, assuming that it just makes sense. So we own the fact that maybe we haven't done the best job at helping people understand. Because once you do understand, then like you can't help but to celebrate it. Like there's so much evil in the world. That's what should be dogged, all the evil. But man, Facebook and YouTube videos have lit up with people blasting this idea of people over profits. And so I just have to assume that they just simply do not understand. So both myself and Barry, respectively, will be making videos explaining people over profits from our independent, ooh, there goes a bird. Our independent points of view. So be looking for that soon.
Sure. And I was up there and I had both knees replaced. And when I did, I went to step down, this leg went out on me. I fell over, 8-foot ladder.
Bless your heart.
I've had several concussions. I fall quite a bit. That's why now I'm getting scared to be on my list. And
I understand.
Because before I could get up there and try with, and get some of it, and it's porch especially. And I thought, I got to start. I'll be 72 in July.
The older we get, the more we realize we're glad we didn't burn bridges, right? Because we start to know we need people now more than ever.
And I hate to ask anyone to do anything.
I'm sure.
I just hate to bother people.
I know you do.
But I'm starting to get back to trying to do something, And I don't want to let this fall apart.
No, you don't. This is your forever home. You need to keep it as long
as... check okay? Or
absolutely, absolutely. Mike's pressure washing.
Okay.
Take your time.
Passion is okay. I had a little...
Well, you didn't have to do that, but thank you very much. I'm very grateful.
Well, I appreciate your work. You worked hard on it.
I appreciate you. All right, here we are at opportunity number 2 of 4 on the day. Just a concrete wash. The porch, the driveway, the sidewalk. Should be an easy wash. So the first thing I'm doing is just wetting down all of the concrete, just kind of raising the pores, so to speak. Gonna get it nice and wet. Then I'm going to take my 12 volt and I'm gonna lay down a hefty 3% as a pre-treat. By the time I get back to this section of concrete, after pre-treating all of this, then it'll be ready to wash. Trying to make quick time of this. So of course someone is going to ask, why wet the concrete before pre-treating it? Well, generally speaking, I wouldn't do this if I weren't in such a hurry, and I'm only hurrying because I want to make quick time. I want to get to other projects that are going to make more money a little faster. But generally speaking, I would just downstream a pre-treat and then wash after that. And that would, generally speaking, do the trick. This is some dark concrete here. I want to make quick time of it. And so I'm choosing to lay on about a 3%. And you'll see here in just a moment, before I surface clean, I will come back and just show you what this looks like with 3 or 4%. If I were to lay this down first before wetting the concrete, then it would just soak it in and dry. Having pre-treated the concrete with either just straight water or an SH downstream mix, it seems to, I don't know, it conditions the concrete. It raises the pores, maybe opens things up, and allows the heavy 3% to really soak in well. Almost like a peroxide, it draws out the infection, so to speak. Turns it white, and then once it does, I'll be ready to wash. All right, so I've laid down the 3%. You saw how black that was already. Just again, it just kind of raises out the infection, draws it out. I'm using the 19-inch Whisper Wash with the 10 GPM machine. Got to use weights for this. Someone's going to ask, why not use the 31-inch Mini Mondo on these small projects like this? For me, this actually works a little bit quicker. It's not as heavy. I can blast through this and I'll be done in 30 minutes or so. This thing absolutely scoots with the 10 GPM machine. I'm not running, but I sure as the world am moving fast. Thank you, brother. Thank you very much. And I appreciate the opportunity. Have a good day. All right, we are all done. Check out this transition right here. All right, off to opportunity number 3. All right, here we are on opportunity number 3. 2-story house, cleaning the gutters, and of course the entire home. And it's quite dirty. So normally if I were only cleaning the house, and I could do most of this from the ground, maybe all of it. But since I'm up here and working on the gutters, I already got the gutters clean. Sorry about that. Got the gutters clean, so now we're just working on the house. I'm extremely thankful for my FlowPro. Otherwise, I'd have to go over here where I have my ladder, go down, turn on the soap, but not anymore. Boom. I'm now in soap mode, and we shall soap this house. And the wind is blowing today. House is quite dirty. Nice man asked me if I thought that this stuff would come off. whatever this stuff is, he says. But I'm pretty sure it's going to look like a brand new one when I get done. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Well, I apologize. I didn't get a lot of footage. The family watched me almost the entire time. Super, super nice people, and they pay well. So, all right, that's opportunity number 3. Off to number 4. All right, here we are at opportunity number 3, way out here in the boonies, but just a few minutes from my home to watch this one-story home. And thank God it's almost all brick, or certainly there's a lot of brick to it, because after I get here, I read our text message and discover that he had told me to bring my own water. So I have my own water, but I only have about 165 gallons. I'll show that to you here in just a moment. Very dirty north side. In fact, all of the vinyl and all the gutters are very, very dirty, and this roof is hideous. I'm gonna try to upsell that at a later point. So let's go look at our buffer tank. All right, here is our water level. That's half, that would be 165. So I'm gonna say we've got 170, 175. We'll see what we can do with that. Now I could use a 12 volt and wash all the dirty and then just rinse it, but I like a challenge. Let's see if we can get through this house wash with 165, 175 gallons. We'll see. All right, we have the Flow Pro set to soap, and so we're soaping this house down. It's a dirty one. So the reason that this home does not have water is because the gentleman is out of the country. His name is James Jameson or Steve Stevenson. 2 first names, something like that. Sounds like a scam. Okay, I'm teasing. He is out of the country, but this comes by way of referral from one of my long-standing customers. Because he is out of the country, he has his water and electric turned off. Sure he does. I feel like I'm getting scammed here. I'm getting scammed. A lot of black mold. Check this out. Should come right off if I don't fall. Now I mentioned earlier that thank God that it's almost all brick, or certainly a lot of brick, and that might give the indication that I'm not going to clean the brick. I still clean it, but if it doesn't need to be rinsed with a heavy rinse, then I'll save that water for the vinyl. Okay, I'm about halfway done with the house. Right there's my line. Let's do it. We are all done. Oh, let's check our water level. I don't know if that's 50 gallons, something like that. Let's check it out real quick. Oh, this was really bad. Just a vortex kind of swims in through here, goes crazy. All that mold, it's all gone. Dude's gonna be so happy. North side, spotless. Let's take a couple of pictures along the way to send to our weary traveler. All right, I'm gonna get things wrapped up, then I'm gonna go home. Hey, I really appreciate you watching. If you don't mind, hit the like button and the subscribe button. If you really enjoyed it, hit the bell tab. We'll spend lots of time together. I really appreciate you watching. Don't forget, tomorrow night, Wednesday night, we have our Wash Tube podcast, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on my channel, Jeremy Messer's channel, Kentucky Wash Pros. All right, my name's Mike. They call me the Fresh Rinse. I'm out.